Good morning, Athol High School and all those out there in Raider Nation. My name is David King, principal at Athol High School, here on this Sunday, June 7th, our original graduation day for the class of 2020. It's my privilege and honor to introduce what we have going on today. Immediately following this little introduction, we will be presenting the class of 2020's Class Day video presentation. I'd like to give a special thank you to AOTV for producing this video. Following this Class Day video production, we will have a special celebration parade that will be leaving Athol High School at 12:30 and proceeding through the town of Athol along Main Street, continuing along down School Street, back onto Main Street, and finishing around the Country Convenience area. So at this time, it's my privilege to introduce Athol High School's Class Day ceremony for the class of 2020.
Good morning, fellow classmates, parents, and guests. Welcome to Athol High School's Class Day 2020. Please remain standing for the singing of the National Anthem by Class of 2020 student Caden Musa.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
At this time, I would like to invite my fellow class officers up to read the class will.
Zach Aldrich leaves Owen Wilhite his volleyball skills and the best of luck to everyone at AHS. Sadie Anderson leaves her friend Hannah Morton her wheezing laugh. Jecca Baptista leaves Hannah, Allie, Lily her heart and happiness for senior year, and Kendall Delio her sweetness because she could use some.
Isaac Bastine leaves Isaac Dodge the Isaac crown, Keegan Lutz his right ankle, and Christian Casillas his right wrist, along with Jake Smith his Nike t-shirt. Haley Bigwood leaves the basketball and softball team all of her love. Cody Bridgewood leaves Kate, Allie, and all of his brotherly love. Evan DeBrule his hair, Logan Hume his catchphrases, and Caleb his hockey skills.
Lexi Carrasquillo leaves the volleyball some serious luck with their next seasons. Alexa Clapper leaves $400 worth of Danny DeVito cutouts. Taylor Cleveland leaves Ava York the key and her spot, Sam and Maddie her parking spot, and Emma Bascalupo the strength to get through 3 more seasons of basketball.
Ariana Costin leaves Cheyenne Hill all of her attitude, and Mr. LaRose all the Kiss songs she hates. Chris Day, I leave my good behavior and my wittiness to my brother Robert. Parker Delia leaves Lily his spot, Kendall nothing, and both of them a good rest of high school.
Riley Down leaves behind all of her love and support for Madison Disnowski, Lillian Gay, and Aislinn Perez to get through their senior year. Grace Dufour leaves girls soccer and track the best of luck, and Miss Calais a bean. Derek E. Rowley leaves Caleb Cox the determination he didn't have to finish the football season, and Sean Brennan the Ox privilege in gym.
Mark Ferrari leaves Noah Pottinger his step back. Alexis Frechette leaves the Yonder Pouches, my acquaintances, Mr. LaRose her dislike for Kiss, and Mr. Whitmore a planner so he won't forget things. William Freeman leaves Mr. T his humor, his brother Max his love and intelligence, and Vivian and Logan his procrastination skills.
Kayla Gordon leaves endless love and gratitude to the teachers who didn't let her sink, and her resilience to her brother, her promise he'll make it. Devin Grover leaves Cole Misha the ability to get through his senior year, all her friends her love and support throughout their high school experience, Shayla Hall and Kylie Doucette with the memories of them goofing around, waiting for cheer practice to start. Colby Gilmette leaves behind absolutely nothing.
Dennis Humphrey leaves Jeremy his shoes and Diesel his gas. Jocelyn Gillette leaves the right to goof off with Mr. Rathburn for the rest of his time at AHS. Bryce King leaves Noah Pottinger his leadership ability on the court, Sean Brennan his desire to finish his senior year strong, and Caitlin Mahan all of his love.
Logan Kerwin leaves his sister Abby a good ending to her last 2 years of high school. To his brother Aiden, an amazing high school experience that he will never forget. To Noah Pottinger, his boxing skills. To Diesel Claire, the ability to learn how to drive a moped. And to Sean Brennan, his basketball skills. Colby Katrakis leaves Michael Katrakis all her love and strength to get through his final year at AHS. Chris Lashua leaves his Yonder Pouch.
Araya Lee leaves Miss Calais a bean, Kendall her smartness, Krista Cucci Splenda packets, Roslyn the strength to finish high school, Riley Polana her spot on the bench, and Miss Jelly and Miss LaJoy all of her love. Keely Leland leaves Danielle Swan their memories in drama club. Anthony Marcucci leaves Ryan Young the ability to sprint that 2 mile, his captain position in track, and the drama club his confidence and determination.
Krista McCulley leaves Lily King the best of luck in school and soccer. Michael McGurk gives the best of luck to his favorite teacher, Miss Johnstone, and Miss Foster. Shannon Moulton leaves behind those who believe they need it, and her quietness.
Kaden Musso leaves Keegan Lutz her intelligence to get through one more year, and her Pride Crew buddy a good high school experience. Dawson Mundell leaves his cousin, Kane Gray, the ability to graduate, and all his teachers the utmost respect for not choking him. Lol. Alex Navrijo leaves his parking spot to Tim Casavecchia and his thanks to all the staff at Athol High School.
Riley Payne leaves Sean Brennan and the rest of the juniors the desire to finish senior year, and Diesel Claire his skill with woods. Heather Pilling leaves her brother the strength to get through the 7 years of school he has left, and her cousins the ability to get through the rest of high school.
Sophie Putnam leaves Ava York all her love. Lily King a successful senior year without missing her too much, and Vincent Gordon her parking spot in the hopes he won't still need to get rides from grandma. Jack Robinson leaves Devin Maxwell all of his love and respect in his apologies to absolutely nobody. Savannah Santana leaves Kendall Delio and Ava York all her love, and Miss Calais a bean.
Matthew Shepardson leaves his love for bio and science and his parking spot to Carrie Ann Dufresne. Colby Saltizik leaves Isaac Dodge his parking spot, Casey Mason his good looks and charm, and Krista and Ava the ability to finish their last years. Jenna St. Cyr leaves the girls' soccer, basketball, and softball teams all her love and the best of luck in years to come.
Matthew Stevens leaves his gratitude to all the teachers and administration for putting up with him for the past 4 years while he took time growing up. Magda Serlet leaves Danielle Swan her parking spot, Bella Spooner her spirit, and Amelia her strength. Mason Tarbell leaves Evan Mayer his driving skills, Dylan Fountain his speed in soccer, and the rest of the homies a good senior year.
Autumn Terrain leaves the alto selection to Ashley Rulo, love and enthusiasm to the drama/chorus, and the satisfaction of being her little sister to Jocelyn. Josh Thompson leaves Kane Young his parking spot and his brothers the best of luck. Brady Underwood leaves his patience for all the teachers. Marissa Valcourt leaves Megan and Rosalind her love and strength to be successful.
Lexi Wapner leaves nothing but thankfulness to the teachers who helped her stay on the right track and turn her life around. Matt Wilhite leaves his brother Owen his lip sync moves and to finish his senior year the way he wanted to, and leaves everyone he was close to the advice to not take anything for granted. Haley Wrigley leaves Caitlin Mahan all her love and the best senior year. At this time, we will read the class prophecy.
Zach Aldrich will be saving lives at Boston Children's Hospital. Sadie Anderson will probably be working in an animation studio or working freelance. Jacob Baptista will be Kanye West's lawyer. Isaac Bastine will hopefully be long gone living it up. Haley Bigwood will be an FBI agent.
Nick Bousquet will be living in his brother's mansion. Cody Bridgewood will still probably be talking. Lexi Carasquillo will probably be trying to figure out what to do with her life. Alexia Clapper will be working at a wildlife rehabilitation center. Taylor Cleveland will be the next Miss LaJoy, married to Tyler.
Isabella Cook will be living in a nice house with lots of dogs and still firing canyons. Lariana Cosson will be a special education teacher. Chris Day will be the greatest pack runner. Riley Downs will see herself still in Massachusetts, settle down in a neighborhood close to the city while working as an esthetician. Grace Dufour will be the first person to successfully land on Mars.
Derek O'Reilly will be living lavishly in the hills drinking juice boxes with his wives. Mark Ferrari will be somewhere. Alexa Frechette will hopefully be a full-time teacher and starting a family. Will Freeman will be relaxing on vacation in Orlando, Florida with his immediate family. Diego Garcia will be a mechanic.
Kayla Gordon will be a specialized medical assistant working in a labor and delivery unit. Devin Grover will be running her own bakery/cafe. Colby Gilmet will be running things and making moves in LA. Dennis Humphrey will be living his best life.
Bryce King will be a sports accountant at Gillette Stadium and living the dream. Logan Kerwin will be living with aliens on Mars. Colby Katrakis will be drowning in thousands of dollars of debt, trying to live her best life. Jacob LaMarche will be a successful realtor. Chris Lashwell will be working in Florida and have a family. Araya Lee will be driving a BMW on her way to her job as a surgeon.
Keely Lehman will be a graphic designer living in Arizona, soaking up the sun and doing what she loves. Anthony Marcucci will be chilling on his front porch on Mars, playing one of the 6 instruments he knows. Krista McCauley will be cruising down the street in her Impala, living life. Michael McGurk will be a millionaire. Shannon Moulton leaves AHS making animations on her small phone, and in 10 years, she'll have better animation equipment and experience.
Caden Musso will be happy and successful. Dawson Mundell leaves AHS humble and excited for the future, and in 10 years, he'll be changing lives and on Billboard's Top 100. Alex Navarro will be charting on Today's Hits Apple Music playlist.
Riley Payne will be pulling over Mr. St. Jean on the highway on his Elder scooter. Heather Pilling will be getting her master's degree in early education. Sophie Putnam hopes to have it all figured out, but is at least successful in simply being a good human being. Jack Robinson will be driving a Corvette down Main Street, Athol. Sandy Ross will be saving animals' lives.
Savannah Santana will be a teacher and living a happy, beautiful life with all her pups. Matthew Shepardson will be living his life. Colby Saltizik will be installing renewable energy sources in cities around the world. Jenna St. Cyr will be living in Aruba with a golden retriever and a French bulldog. Matthew Stevens leaves AHS ready to face the world, and in 10 years he'll be content in life and watching anime.
Mason Tarbell will be a firefighter living on a big ranch with tons of land and lots of toys. His family and his doggo. Autumn Therian will be on Broadway. Josh Thompson will be a diesel tech and a major in art. Brady Underwood will be living in Florida enjoying his life.
Lexi Wapner will be working in human services. Matt Wilhite will be in a police uniform. Haley Wrigley will be a successful accountant living with her 2 dogs in a nice house. At this time, we will read the class history.
Freshman year. Miss Parker telling Haley Wrigley the reason that what God gave her. Riley, Magda, Taylor, Cody. Remember Latin with Miss Arnold? Grace. Remember Knock Knock? Grace, Jenna, Araya, Haley. Remember how Dows?
Remember Weston? Remember Miss Arnold? Grace and Jenna, remember my little baby boy, Jeremiah? Jenna and Grace, remember Athol High Red Raiders? Remember Mr. Feldman?
Remember when we got second place in lip sync first try? The boys, remember the bird at Bryce's? LaRose History 1 class, remember Ben 10? Heather and Diego, remember Happy Clappy 2016? Diego, remember field hockey?
Olivia, remember Malta and raw ramen in gym class? Matt Coffin and Diego, remember Miss Peerpan's class? Heather, remember my PVC pipe dancing on River Rat? Anthony, Heather, and Logan Wing, remember I'm coming up the stairs? Jack, Gabby, and Will, remember Miss Plotkin's Honors English 9?
Remember Brody Isaacson? Will, Gabby, Jack, and Colby Marie. Remember crazy moments with Mr. Weston after school? Honors Biology C and E block. Remember Weston's organic chocolate soy milk and whole wheat crackers? Remember our first homecoming football game and homecoming dance as freshmen?
Remember not having a JV girls soccer team? Jacob, Magda, Cody, and Crystal. Remember New Year's at Taylor's? Remember Miss Lafferty's class? Remember when Lily broke Taylor's nose? Honors Algebra 2, A block. Remember understanding Mr. T's humor and lessons planned at first? Neither did we.
Will, Danielle, Swan, Emily, Keely, and Margaret. Remember helping each other pass Spanish 2 for the year? Honors Geometry C block. Remember when Anthony lost his mind solving a Rubik's Cube for the first time during a lesson? Anthony, Caleb, and Will. Remember the MBTA marks 1 through 4 of our geometry kite project? Will and Gabby. Remember helping Jack understand chemistry well enough to pass? Remember Mr. Caldwell?
Remember Godwell's plan? Remember when we found out Jack became president, Bryce vice president, Riley secretary, and Will treasurer? Remember passing notes between the windows from Talbot's class to Caldwell's? Mark, Mason, and Riley, remember hiding in the trees from Miss Robinson not once, not twice, but 3 times?
Remember Itsy Boy, Bok Choy. Football team, remember when Cooch ran the wrong way? Magda and Taylor, remember the times in the basement? Taylor Cleveland, remember how much we used to cause trouble in Triosi's honors bio? Remember the ships?
Grace, Jenna, Araya, and Haley. Remember the lunch? Jenna, remember when you jumped so high that you were gonna paw? Araya, Jack, Grace, and Jenna. Remember Grace's neighbor's sketchy car? Grace, Araya, Jenna. Remember when we went swimming and Jenna found out that Araya's hair was curly? Jack, remember Miss Robinson's geometry class?
Chris Lashua. Remember when Colby's mom bought you that cheeseburger? Alexis Frechette and Matt Coffin. Remember driver's ed? Heather and Logan Wing. Remember New Year's? Caldwell's U.S. History 1. Remember the little red man?
Remember when Riley stole the ball in a basketball game and scored on the wrong hoop? Jack, remember when you drank 10 milks in lunch? Jack, remember when you put mayonnaise on your quesadilla? Taylor, remember when we got free pizza because the delivery people couldn't find your house?
Junior year. Girls soccer, remember beating Mahar? Sophie, Kendall, Ava, Taylor, and Sav, remember screaming at UMass hanging out the moving car? Lariana Costin, remember when we almost got lost in the flats while playing Manhunt over the summer? Kendall, Sophie, Ava, Sav, and Taylor, remember that guy who started talking about how good the Chinese food was and he didn't even have any? Mason and Taylor, remember when Vinny broke the chair on vacation?
Jenna, Araya, and Taylor. Remember going to the Red Sox parade? Grace, remember getting sweet and sour in Taylor's favorite purse? Remember when Jack was class president? AP English, remember when Jenna's heh? AP English, remember the thing that fell out of Colby Marie's bag?
Heather, remember when Colby fell in the toilet? Heather, remember our 6-minute trips? Heather, remember driving home from prom? Remember Caleb Herr? Heather, remember when Colby ripped her mom's bumper off?
Matt Coffin, remember rides with Andy? Remember when St. Jean made Taylor cry and he showed human emotions? Remember when Taylor's wheel fell off of her car? Haley Wrigley, remember the sign? Grace, Jenna, Taylor, Lily, Sophie, and Araya. Remember having Sophie's surprise birthday party a month after her birthday?
Kayla and Lexi W. remember 5 a.m.? Jocelyn Gleason and Lexi W. remember being detention buddies? Marissa and Lexi W. remember when Marissa got a higher score on an essay I wrote for her? Remember when Grace guessed her grade and got 100? Grace and Araya, remember RX?
AP Bio, remember rotisserie? Remember when Caldwell left? Remember Mr. Lopez? Remember when we got to leave school early because there was no heat? Remember positive touch?
Araya and Grace, remember the almond? Haley, remember it's still funny? Jenna, Araya, and Grace, remember if the wind blows? Remember when we tried to play hide and seek in our cars? Araya, Haley, and Grace, remember when Haley brought her gram to the library?
Sav, remember when you clicked on that video at 11:59, even though your assignment was due before 12? Remember when Grace wasn't Italian? Grace, Araya, remember when you drove through a lake? Grace, Jenna, and Araya, remember when a curl existed? Grace, Haley, Araya, Sav, and Jenna, remember when the cop wrote Grace's name on his hand? Grace and Araya, remember when we used our tech decks until 2 a.m.?
Senior year, remember Haley scoring her first soccer goal? Remember Taylor throwing up every day for an entire month? Remember Spirit Week when Anthony started, "Hey, baby"? Ava, Colby, Emma, Taylor, and Krista, remember A Boogie? Remember Marissa's COVID mini prom at home?
Sav, Ava, and Taylor remember promises that we would have dinner every Sunday night and did it once? Sav, Ava, and Taylor remember the trip to UMass? Sav, Ava, and Taylor remember the fair? Remember having hat day? Haley, remember when you got ginger ale thrown at you?
Sophie, remember the jet ski? Remember when Haley didn't play basketball? Kayla and Lexi, remember being hall monitors so the teachers didn't have to? Taylor, Kayla, and Lexi, remember our first sleepover on a school night? Remember better students, better leaders?
Jenna, Grace, Araya, and Haley, remember Aminadab? Remember the Spicy Boys? Remember H-Jags? Hey Jenna, remember? She probably won't. Araya, Jenna, Grace, and Sav, remember I'm already driving?
Remember when Grace lost a dare and had to get her ears pierced? Sav, remember your evil twin? Grace, Araya, Jenna, and Sav, remember when Haley wouldn't talk to us? Grace and Araya, remember the giant beetle? Remember balling at Aces?
Remember when school got canceled? Remember when we got robbed of our lip sync title? Remember when we won Spirit Week? Grace, Araya, Jenna, and Haley, remember when Jenna asked the waitress at Friendly's if the box of crayons were for sale? Remember spring sports? Neither do we.
Heather, remember making both green lights? Remember Talbot's beard dye? Heather, remember when you drove on the wrong side of the road? Heather, remember the Coke can? Remember when we didn't know it was the last time we'd all be in class together?
Talbot's honors English 12. Remember when Mark broke Talbot's figurines? Heather, remember when Anthony's mom was parked in front of us in the parking lot? Anthony and Alexis Frechette, remember the STEM field trip? Heather, remember Area 52 tattoo? Alexis Frechette and Heather, remember Friendlies?
Heather, remember the red light in Leominster? Heather, remember the scenic route in Fitchburg? Alexis, Frechette, remember eating Domino's at Fish Park after work? Heather, remember when Colby tried to get out during the car wash? At this time, I would like to introduce Superintendent Darcy Fernandez to begin class awards.
Greetings, everyone. I'm excited to be here virtually to celebrate all your accomplishments. I am sure you're saying to yourself, lady, we don't know if we're going to have a graduation this year, if we will be living on a college campus, or if we will have an opportunity to join the workforce. I'm sure things feel bleak to you right now. A new normal was not expected. COVID-19 snuck up on all of us. Many people have asked me what good has come out of this. I have had to think deeply about this question. I did find some answers that I believe will generally speak to your generation. First, I have had to integrate with technology more than I ever have before. My daughter has told me I'm a dinosaur, and literally said a dinosaur, who is just starting to defrost. I will own her comment and say, yes, this is true. Her skills in technology, as I am sure yours are, much further along than mine. Making the new normal your acceleration area, the place where you thrive, the place where you are comfortable. These skills will afford you some great opportunities moving forward, because our world will need you more than ever. I have returned to getting to know my family and friends more intimately, as I have slowed down and then been more open to connecting with others. This isolation period has afforded us all this time to think about what we want to be and can be. In this crazy busy world, this has been a gift. The gift of a time is not always afforded to us in life. You will have the time to reflect on these days and understand their value as you move forward in your life. I've learned to cook more. The jury is still out as to whether my skills have gotten better or worse. I've tried new recipes. Some of them have turned out great. Some have been just awful. Regardless, I've appreciated the journey of trying new things. I'm sure you have tried something new. You may have felt frustrated, excited, or maybe even angry. No matter the feeling, you tried and appreciated the journey. This way of being is the next stage of your life, the time to explore, try new things, connect with new people, and use technology to launch you into the new exciting world. I wish you the best of luck. Before leaving today, I want to announce the two students who will be receiving the Superintendent's Scholarship of $250 each, sponsored on behalf of my mother, a retired nurse and social worker who believes in supporting the community and standing up for what is right. There are two gentlemen in this case who I believe emulate these qualities. The first gentleman is a senior, Colby Saltizik, helped to lead the school in finding a solution to cell phones use in classrooms by helping people to see the benefits of the Yonder bags. The second student is a junior, Aiden Needle. Understood the value of individual voices in our curriculum. He worked with the ELA department and several other students to revise some of the text read in ELA classes. Last month, the school committee approved the book list presented. The curriculum now has novels written by individuals who have lived the experience of what they are speaking. Congratulations to both gentlemen. Please stop by the office at some point to receive your scholarship. I would like to now introduce Casey Texera to present the English Awards.
Every year, the English department offers 3 awards: the Peggy Hoyt Award, the Armstrong Award, and the English Award. The Peggy Hoyt Award is sponsored by the Athol Teachers Association in the memory of longtime teacher Peggy Hoyt. This award honors the most improved underclassmen in English. This year, the award goes to Caleb Cox. Mr. Talbot provided me with a few words to read about Caleb. Caleb Cox displayed great passion for ELA throughout the school year. He often encourages his classmates with commentary, and his phrase, "grind this out," echoed through the room. Caleb shows a knack for leading discourse and generated many important discussions, which created a positive, welcoming environment for his peers. This improved mindset led to major improvements in the quality of his work and in his NWEA testing. The Armstrong Award is given to a senior based upon the junior research paper. This student last year took on the daunting task of trying to make Last of the Mohicans interesting and accessible. For her amazing analysis and writing, I would like to award this to Grace Dufour, Best Junior Research Paper. The English Award is simple. Take the hard classes, honors, AP, and do well. Do better than well. It's all about the math. This young lady garnered the highest GPA over 4 years in all of her English classes. And she is an amazing person with great character. The recipient of this year's English Award is Caden Musso. Now I would like to introduce Cheryl Jelly to present the Math and Student Council Awards.
Hello to everyone viewing this virtual class day, and congratulations to the class of 2020. I wish all of you the very best with your future. I am very proud of the young adults that you have become over the past 4 years. Every year, the Student Council presents 3 awards to deserving seniors. The criteria to receive the awards are community service, integrity, and citizenship. The 3 recipients this year are outstanding role models for their peers and exemplify Raider pride. The first award is the Richard H. Smith Award, presented to this year's Student Council President, who was also my Student Council intern her junior year. It is my pleasure to announce that the Richard H. Smith Award recipient is Araya Lee. The student receiving the Charles F. Russell Award is the Student Council Secretary, Caden Musso. And the John Calvi Citizenship Award recipient is Colby Soltizik. Today I am also presenting the Math Award. In order to be considered for the Math Award, the Math Department looks at students who have challenged themselves in math throughout their high school career and have maintained a high GPA in math. The young lady receiving the Math Award took Honors Geometry as a freshman, Honors Algebra 2 as a sophomore, and Honors Pre-Calculus as a junior. This year, she challenged herself by taking AP Statistics and AP Calculus. When I asked her AP teachers how they would describe her, Ms. Robinson said she is very studious, determined, and driven. And Mr. Tippenuk commented that she is full of humor, pays attention to detail, and is always engaged. As her geometry teacher freshman year, I would have to agree with these 2 teachers' description of this young lady, and also add that she has been motivated to succeed since she entered the doors of Athol High School. It is my honor to announce that this year's Math Award recipient is Ms. Araya Lee. And now I would like to introduce David Triozzi to present the Science Award.
Congratulations, seniors. My first award goes to a junior. It is the Bausch and Lomb Award. It's a monetary award from the University of Rochester for $10,000 per year for a total of $40,000 should the recipient choose to attend school there. It is given to a student who has demonstrated high aptitude and interest in the sciences. This one was a no-brainer for me, as one student stands out amongst all juniors for the time, care, seriousness of their studies, and most importantly, interest in all aspects of the natural world. This student has peppered me with all manner of questions about the wonders of the universe for the last several years, and developing good questions is the most important aspect of science. So I am pleased to give the Bausch and Lomb Award to Logan Wernham. For the AHS Senior Science Award, one student popped to mind immediately. That student has not only worked extremely hard in her studies in science for her whole tenure at AHS, she has demonstrated genuine kindness, helpfulness, and offered assistance to peers and faculty. She has always been willing to go above and beyond what's asked of her, whether that's helping out in a lab or helping me find lost materials that were usually right in front of my face the whole time. and even once helped navigate us back to Athol after being hopelessly lost in Cambridge and Boston after a school trip to MIT years ago. For that, I will be forever grateful. So it is my pleasure to give the Science Award to Caden Musso. I would now like to introduce William LaRose to present the Social Studies Award.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Bill LaRose, and I'm here this morning to present to you the Social Studies Award here for Athol High School. The award goes to a young lady who, I must say, defines the word student. Looking back when I had her 2 years ago in one of my classes, the one thing that I remember is the image of her always with her nose in a book. Regardless of whether it was a history book, this person reads voraciously. She has the highest average in the department, and she also has managed to take 6 classes of social studies in her 4-year career, including AP US History, Honors World History, American Government, Honors US 1, Youth and Law, and Introduction to Psychology. Ladies and gentlemen, this morning's winner for the best social studies student at AHS goes to Alexia Clapper. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce our next presenter, Donna LaJoy, who is here to present the awards for the National Honor Society and the Business Department.
Good morning, class of 2020. I just wanted to welcome you guys this morning to your very unique class day. Before I introduce my award, I just wanted to take a minute to say I'm very proud of you guys, and I feel for what you've been through, but if you can overcome something like this, you guys are destined for great things because you can overcome anything. So I feel for you, but at the same time, I think this will make you stronger on the other end. So, you know, a lot of people have done a lot of things to try to make this as pleasant as possible for you guys. So I hope you can enjoy that and really relish in that moment of how much everybody really wants to help you through this and how much we think of you. So congratulations to all of you. And also, while I have this opportunity, I would like to take a quick second to thank all of my interns in this class. The last 4 years, all of the different things that I'm involved in, I could never, ever do it without the help of you guys. So please know that you've been very valuable to me and to the rest of the student body for all the help that you've given me. So I'm going to introduce the winner of this year's Business Award. This person has taken almost all of my classes and has received an A in all of them. She goes above and beyond no matter what I do. Matter of fact, she's still bailing me out, trying to help me get this yearbook done. She's working during the day, and then at night she comes home and she's helping me get the yearbook done. So I can't say enough thanks to her, because without her, I'd really be struggling with this process. She's interned for me multiple times throughout the 4 years. She's always a perfectionist. She always wants to get things done, and that's the way I love it when my interns do that kind of stuff. So she thinks the way I think, and we work very well together. She's going on to major in biology at the University of Texas at Austin, and I anticipate great things for this person. This year's recipient of the Business Award is Araya Lee. My next award is the Pequog Award, which is given each year to a member of the National Honor Society who most exemplifies the characteristics of National Honor Society: service, character, scholarship, and leadership. This award is voted on by the entire faculty, and the voice of her teachers were loud and clear. In the words of some of our staff, her English teacher, Coco Plotkin, said she is a wonderful student. She is kind and industrious. She has been in 2 of her classes, and as a freshman, she was a leader in the English 9 honors class. As a senior in her creative writing class, she has been exceptional. She encourages other students, especially underclassmen, showing compassion, empathy, and understanding for each student. She cannot say enough praise about her. Erica Puccio and Heidi Wharton of the HCOP Academic Counselors said Caden demonstrates all of the qualities reflected in this award and is so deserving. Over the last year and a half, they have had the privilege of getting to know Caden through her participation in Health Career Opportunity Program with the Mount Wachusett Community College. Participation in this program has represented Caden taking the first steps in her college education, successfully completing her transferable college level courses. In addition to her academic success, Caden has contributed to the program and classroom environment in so many meaningful ways. Caden has been very supportive and inclusive of her underclassmates, participated in shared ideas and experiences, and modeled and respected attentive behavior in class. Even as we transition to online courses this spring, Caden continued to engage in learning, reaching out for help, and for conversation about her college plans. And she showed care and consideration for her peers. We are confident Caden will continue to excel in all of her future endeavors, and we are so excited for what is to come for her. Caden is an exceptional student, but she's also an exceptional person. She is one of the kindest students that I have encountered in my 20-plus years at Athol High School. She brings enthusiasm and joy wherever she goes, and this award is very, very deserving of her. This year's recipient of the Pequog Award is Caden Musso. I would now like to introduce Kelly Kazmarzik to present the Physical Education Awards.
On behalf of the Physical Education and Health Department, I would like to congratulate the class of 2020. We would also like to wish the best of luck to everyone in the future. The Physical Education Award is presented to one male and one female who has best exemplified the values and ideas set forth by the department. In addition, they have excelled in physical education. The recipients of this year's award are two students who have led by example throughout their time at Athol High School. The Physical Education Award goes to Grace Dufour and Colby Saltizik. At this time, Mr. Dan Beavis will now present the athletic awards.
Good morning. On behalf of the athletic department, I'd like to congratulate the class of 2020 on all your accomplishments in the classroom and on the playing fields. Thank you for your dedication and commitment to all aspects of Athol High School. This past week, the Athol-Royalston Athletic Association held its annual Senior Athlete Banquet. The ARAA recognized 37 student athletes from the class of 2020 who earned a varsity letter in a sport during their high school careers. Additionally, the organization recognized 3 individuals who were voted on as the top athletes of their class. The recipient of the Cammie White Fisk Award is Taylor Cleveland and Grace Dufour. The recipient of the Danny J. McDonald Award is Colby Saltizik. Congratulations. The MIAA identifies 5 pillars within educational athletics. Those pillars are displayed throughout many MIAA contests and events and is the foundation in which we promote educational athletics. The 5 pillars are sportsmanship, wellness, coaches education, community service, and leadership. The following members of the class of 2020 are being recognized under these 5 pillars. For community service, Araya Lee. For leadership, Bryce King. For wellness, Mason Tarbell. For sportsmanship, Crystal McCulley. And for coaches education, Emily Hall. Congratulations once again, and best of luck to everybody in the future. And now I would like to introduce Maria Piropan to present the World Language Awards.
Thank you, Mr. Beavis. Buenos dias. It is my pleasure to give the Latin Award for this year. The recipient of this year's award has the honor of being the sole senior to have completed 3 years of Latin. That's quite a feat. His dedication and discipline deserve praise. It is truly an honor to present this prize to Brady Underwood. The Spanish award is given to the graduating senior who reached the most advanced level of study and earned the highest average in that course. This year's recipient has the honor of being the sole senior to have completed 4 years of Spanish at Athol High School. This year's recipient has much in common with his predecessors. He is bright, diligent, disciplined, ambitious, and responsible. He holds the singular honor, however, of being the most tenacious recipient of this award because of his determination to not allow something to leave his grasp. Previous students learned Spanish effortlessly and quickly grew accustomed to academic accolades being the norm for them. They never struggled to hold on to a new verb tense or a straight A average. In contrast, this year's recipient put forth great effort to learn the material and hold on to it, to earn top grades and to hold on to them. Also unique to this year's recipient is his tenacity in earning this award. He stands alone in announcing one day in Spanish 2 that he wanted, that is to say, was going to work for this award. And work he did. And here we are, 2 years later, him claiming the prize, the desire of which he never once let go beyond his grasp. It is with great joy, respect, and affection that I honor Will Freeman with the Spanish Award. Thank you. I would like to introduce Mr. Brian Hicks to present the Music Awards.
Congratulations, class of 2020. The music department acknowledges seniors every year for their commitment, dedication, growth, and skill, as well as leadership. Most of these awards are typically given during our spring concert. Instead, they'll be given today. Before I present awards, I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge the senior members of the Tri-M Music Honor Society. Prior to the school closing, I had opened a chapter here at Athol High School. Unfortunately, we didn't get a chance to really fully put it into effect. Tri-M stands for Modern Music Masters. Students in Tri-M have achieved high marks in academic classes as well as in music classes. They have reached a high degree of proficiency in music and have shown high degrees of dedication, commitment, and leadership. Tri-M members will be wearing pink cords in accordance with the Tri-M colors with their gowns. Those senior members are Lariana Costin, Chapter Treasurer Autumn Therian, Chapter Vice President Anthony Marcucci, and Chapter President Caden Mousseau. The first award that the music department will give out is the Music Department Award. This award is given to a student that shows leadership, skill, and commitment in improving themselves and the department. This student has gone above and beyond to help grow our program. She has assisted with fundraisers, events, community outreach, and teaching. Her skills, confidence, and lead-by-example attitude make her very deserving of this recognition. Autumn Therian. The next award is the National Marching Band Award. Students that receive this award have made extensive and outstanding commitment and contributions to marching band. For Athol High School students, that means some very long parades, trips to Gillette Stadium, UMass Amherst, and some very cold football games. The award goes to Sadie Anderson and Anthony Marcucci. The next award is the Fred Waring Choral Directors Award. This award is given to students that have shown tremendous growth in musical skills, confidence, and leadership. This student's skills and confidence have grown a tremendous amount over the past few years. I watched her overcome many struggles with self-confidence to reveal her beautiful singing voice and musical skill. Her passion and love of singing is apparent in all that she sings. Autumn Therian. The next award is the Quincy Jones Musicianship Award. This award recognizes students that have made outstanding contributions and have shown creativity in multiple areas of music. All the recipients have participated in both band and chorus during their time at Athol High School. This goes to Sadie Anderson and Anthony Marcucci. This next award is new this year, and it is the Leonard Bernstein Musicianship Award. Leonard Bernstein was a composer, arranger, and teacher, and his popular works contribute to West Side Story, among other musicals. This award goes to Anthony Marcucci. The next award is the National School Choral Award. This award is presented to the top male and top female choral students based on choral grades, performance skills, dedication, and commitment to vocal music. This is the highest recognition a high school student can receive in vocal music. Each one of the recipients has shown tremendous skill, talent, confidence, dedication, and commitment. Their dedication and commitment has not only been to the group, but to improving themselves. The National School Choral Award is presented to Anthony Marcucci and Caden Mousseau. The final award for the music department is the John Philip Sousa Award for Instrumental Music. This is the highest recognition that can be given to a high school instrumental music student. John Philip Sousa was a Marine and an American composer. He began directing the Marine Band in 1880 and toured the world. Sousa directed the Marine Band on the Memorial Hall stage here in Athol in 1926 and in 1928. He's known for many military marches, including Semper Fidelis and Stars and Stripes Forever. The John Philip Sousa Award is given to only one student that shows superior achievement, dedication, commitment, and leadership. The recipient of this award has played clarinet in the band since 4th grade. At AHS, he has learned how to play a wide range of instruments, from trumpet, baritone, tenor saxophone, clarinet, guitar, and bass clarinet, among, I'm sure, others. He has been a band intern, a drum major for marching band, as well as conducting the band itself. He has participated in the Quabbin Valley Music Festival each year at AHS and has auditioned for Central Districts. He exemplifies everything that the student musician should and everything this award stands for. Anthony Marcucci. Congratulations, class of 2020, and good luck. I'd like to take a moment now to introduce Eric Davis, the art teacher.
Good morning. First, let me say to the graduating class of 2020, congratulations. You are making us all very proud. Stay strong, and remember, we are all in this together. The Athol Art Award highlights an up-and-coming artist amongst your fellow graduating Red Raiders. There is little doubt that this year's recipient will continue to use art into the future. I have witnessed this young artist grow, learn, and develop an understanding and passion for the world through the arts. Although this artist does not like to be in the limelight, it didn't hinder her involvement. She was a major factor in the development of many of the high school's productions in the drama club. Her voice was heard and respected in the art club, having also been elected art club president her senior year. Her talents are limitless, and she never is afraid to put the work in to improve her skills. There's no doubt in my mind that she draws in her sketchbook every day for at least 5 minutes, and I am excited to see what she creates in the coming years. The future is unwritten for this young, talented artist, and I am very proud of her. The recipient of the class of 2020 Athol High Art Award is Keely Lehman. I would like to introduce Dave St. Jean, the Dean of Students, for the Gold and Silver Awards.
Good morning, class of 2020. My honor today is to give you the academic awards for your class. You guys have been receiving these through your 4 years, and now is the culmination. The first group of awards would be the Gold Awards. The gold letter is to a student that has received 90 or better in all subjects for 2 school years and has previously received a gold certificate. Receiving this award this year is Crystal McCulley. Next group of awards are the Silver Awards. The Silver Certificate is for those students that received an 80 or better in all subjects for 1 school year. Receiving the Silver Certificate this year will be Angelica Baptista, Nicholas Bousquet, Parker Delio, Kayla Gordon, Bryce King, Keely Lehman, Olivia Luchuk, Anthony Marcucci, Riley Payne, Savannah Santana, and Magdalena Surley. The silver letter goes to any student receiving an 80 or better in all subjects for 2 school years and have previously received a silver certificate and a silver letter. Receiving it this year will be Shannon Moulton. The silver pin goes to the students that received an 80 or better in all subjects for 3 school years and have previously received a silver certificate and a silver letter. This year, that award goes to Zach Aldrich, Gabby Cox, William Freeman, Colby Saltizik, Jenna St. Cyr, and Haley Wrigley. And finally, the silver plaque goes to a student that has received 80 or better in all subjects for all 4 years and has previously received a silver certificate, a silver letter, and a silver pin. The 3 recipients of the silver plaque this year are Grace Dufour, Araya Lee, and Caden Musso. Congratulations to all these students for their academic achievements. At this point in class day, we now segue into what has traditionally been a moment for family and friends and teachers to say goodbye to the seniors while we play songs that the seniors have chosen. This year being virtual, we're inviting you to watch a montage that we've put together to try to replicate the same experience. Thank you.
That you travel on, there's one day here and the next day gone. Sometimes you bend, sometimes you stand, sometimes you turn your back to the wind. There's a world outside every darkened door where blues won't haunt you anymore, where the brave are free and lovers soar. Come ride with me to the distant shore. We won't hesitate to break down the garden gate. There's not much time left today. Life is a highway, I wanna ride it all night long. If you're going my way, well, I wanna drive it all night long. Through all these cities and all these towns, it's in my blood and it's all around. I love you now like I loved you then. This is the road and these are the hands. From Mozambique to those Memphis nights, I traveled past the Vancouver sights and knock me down and back up again. You're in my blood, I'm not a lonely man. There's no road I can hold, a road so rough, this I know. I'll be there when the light comes in, to tell her we're survivors. Life is a highway, but I wanna ride it all night long. Woo! If you're going my way, I wanna drive it all night long. Gimme, 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 yeah. Life is a highway, but I wanna ride it all night long. Yeah. If you're going my way, I wanna drive it all night long. There was a distance between you and a misunderstanding once, but now we look it in the eye. I'll be there when the light comes in. Tell her we're survivors. feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good, good night. I'm feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good, good night. Tonight's the night. Let's live it up. I got my money. Let's spin it up. Go out and smash it. Like, oh my God. Jump out that sofa. Let's get on.
I know that we'll have a ball if we get down and go out and just lose it all. I feel stressed out, I wanna let it go. Let's go way out, spaced out, losing all control.
Fill up my cup, Mazel tov. Look at her dancing, just take it off. Let's paint the town, we'll shut it down. Let's burn the roof,
and then we'll do it again.
Let's do it, let's do it, let's do it, let's do it, and do it, and do it. Let's live it up and do it, and do it, and do it, do it, do it. Let's do it, let's do it, let's do it. Cause I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good, good night. I'm feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good, good night. I feel tonight's the night. Hey, let's live it up.
Let's live it up.
I got my money. Hey, let's spin it up. Let's spin it up. Go out and smash it.
Smash it.
Like, oh my God.
Like, oh my God.
Jump out that sofa. Come on. Let's get on. Fill up my cup.
Drink.
Mazel tov. Look at her dancing.
Move it, move
just
it.
take it off. Let's paint the town.
Paint the town.
We'll shut it down.
Shut it down.
Let's burn the roof.
And then we'll do it again.
Let's do it, let's do it, let's do it, let's do it, and do it, and do it. Let's live it up and do it, and do it, and do it, do it, do it. Let's do it, let's do it, let's do it, do it, do it, do it. Here we come, here we go. We gotta rock, 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 rock. Easy come, easy go. Now we on top, feel the shot, body rock, rock it, don't stop. Round and round, up and down, around the clock. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Saturday, and Sunday. Get with us. You know what we say. Party every day, party every day, and I'm feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good, good night. I'm feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good, good night.
We hope you enjoyed that video montage, and a special thank you to AOTV for that video production. At this time, it's my pleasure to introduce National Honor Society member Colby Saltizik, who will introduce Athol High School's Teacher of the Year Award.
For the second year in a row, this year's Teacher of the Year is someone who is new to the high school. Although I only had this teacher for a short period of time, I enjoyed how they tailored the material to the students. We were always presented with many different ways to learn and to do projects. This teacher is easily approachable and connects with students very well. When I asked other students what they liked about this teacher, one student responded, "They inspire us to go out there and be vocal in the world." Another student said, "They make their classroom a very inviting space that is easy to learn in and pairs well with the activities we do." He has been an awesome addition to our teaching staff, and we are lucky to have him. This year's Teacher of the Year award goes to history teacher, Mr. Wheeler.
Thank you, Colby, and what an outstanding Teacher of the Year award. Thank you for everything you've done, Mr. Wheeler. Athol High School is truly honored to have you as a staff member here. At this time, I'm going to conclude the awards portion of our ceremony by some final awards given out each year by the principal. It is my privilege to recognize this year's Franklin County Superintendent's Award. Please help me in recognizing Colby Saltizik. The Massachusetts Secondary School Athletic Administrators Award goes to a student that has given time and commitment to their school. And during this COVID-19 pandemic, one student has stepped up and joined the Raider Nation End of Year Task Force Celebration Committee, has given much of their time, ideas, and support to the committee in helping put together these senior event activities. So it's my privilege to introduce Bryce King. The Kent Strong Most Dedicated Student Award goes to an individual that is involved with everything here at Athol High School, from athletics to the National Honor Society to many other clubs and activities around the school. It's my privilege to recognize Grace Dufour. At this time, it's my great privilege to introduce the Salutatorian Award. Please help me by congratulating Caden Musso. And Athol High School's Class of 2020 Valedictorian goes to Grace Dufour. This concludes the awards portion of our ceremony. At this time, it's my privilege to introduce the Class of 2020 President, Riley Payne, who will give his oration to the juniors.
Hello. I hope this program finds you in good spirits and even better health. For those of you who may not know me, my name is Riley Payne. I'm representing the Class of 2020 as President. What a great experience class office here at Athol High School has been, an experience that wouldn't have been the same without my fellow officers. I have learned very quickly that the president doesn't do it all. In fact, a good president is only as good as his team. So please join me in thanking the other officers for their contributions that they have made to our school community. Bryce King, Vice President, Zachary Aldridge, Secretary, Grace Dufour, Treasurer, and last but not least, Sophie Putnam as Class Historian. I believe that with this team we had this year, it was capable of anything that we put our mind to. On behalf of all the officers, we thank the two advisors that dedicated their time to Class of 2020, Ms. Calais and Ms. Stouter. They were a perfect fit for us this year. Thank you for all the countless hours of assistance, the laughs, your compassion for our class doing well. To Mr. King and his team, thank you for showing us the new Red Raider Pride Way. A big heartfelt thank you is also due to our parents, family, and community members. The Class of 2020 had an unbelievable network of support. You filled the stands at all of our games, the seats of our shows, decorated for everything, cooked more food than I can remember, and bought endless useless items just to support our fundraisers. We know that you had big plans for the best senior prom ever, plans that did not go accordingly. I want all of you to know that the best ever was you showing up whenever and wherever you could the last 4 years. Not a prom, you. Thank you. You were the best that we could ever ask for. My twin brother Lucas and I have been attending Athol High School ever since the 8th grade. My brother and I quickly fit into this graduating class that was often described as a class that wouldn't make it. This was because of a poor attitude and lack of maturity at the time. Unfortunately, there were days that we lived up, that moments of my own actions upheld their reputation. But we grew. We grew drastically since our first year of high school to our senior year and where we are now. We had to settle in to freshman year. Then sophomore year, we were faced with higher academic standards, overcoming the odds and scoring best on MCAS that year that we have in a long time at Athol High School. Junior year got heavy. Course loads were big. We took college placement exams, and we even began to think more about our future. Our senior year was to be solid. We finally, top dogs of our school, varsity players, had bigger roles in clubs. Some of us had jobs, and most of us were driving. It's the scary part. We had a thrilling winter season in all sports, and let's not forget the Athol boys beating the faculty in the annual basketball game of student versus faculty. Even in our year cut short, we took advantage of several opportunities to model better attitudes and maturity. Like when we endured a harsh defeat in lip sync this year, we handled it a lot better than the old us would have, and I am proud to be a part of such a talented class that shows that there is no limit of success at Athol High School. We are also a class that cares about one another. We care about our well-being, and we care about each other's futures. Remember, on every class day before this, a graduate would tell you to cherish every moment of your last year. It only comes once, over in a blink of an eye. Well, we didn't get that opportunity this year, and yes, I wish we did. It wasn't easy, but I am choosing to take the second half of this school year as another opportunity to show how much we have shown growth. We recognize the uniqueness of the circumstance that our class is going through during this graduation season. I've realized during this time what really matters is our health, our safety, family and friends, our future. This will make us stronger. We are resilient, we are supported, and we will support others. To my fellow classmates, I stand before everyone who's watching and proud to say, we are the class who did make it. We are making it through and supporting others during this pandemic, and we will continue to do so after it's all done. To the juniors, class of 2021, you are a great class. Whatever your new normal ends up looking like next year as seniors, be sure to be rocking your Red Raider Pride wet. It's a good look for you guys, and we are counting on your class to set the example for the classes to follow. We encourage you to get involved, go to that dance, try out for the team, run for office, sit with that kid at lunch who has no one to sit with. Enjoy every moment with your friends and family and be involved. Embrace your new normal, cherish every day. And in and out of school, taking care of yourself and take care of others when you can. For everyone watching safely from home, thank you for your time and continue to stay safe. Riley Payne, Class President of 2020. At this time, I would like to reintroduce Mr. King to the stand.
At this time in our class day ceremony, it is customary for our marshals to move our juniors, the class of 2021, into their new senior section. Through our virtual format this year, hopefully you will enjoy the opportunity that we have to recognize our upcoming rising seniors, the class of 2021, into the senior section here at Athol High School. At this time, I'd like to introduce two class of 2020 students who will be dedicating this year's yearbook. At this time, please help me by welcoming Araya Lee and Savannah Santana.
So many thoughts come to mind when her name is heard. People gather around because she sings like a bird. She has a positive attitude and is always kind. A better drama director might be impossible to find.
For so many of us, she is our school mom, encouraging and funny. Man, she's the bomb. Connecting with students is what Miss Julie does best. Her tireless dedication leaves no time for rest. The day she got hired, this school became a better place. There's no one else in the world who will put a bigger smile on your face. This year's yearbook is dedicated to Miss Julie. At this time, I would like to reintroduce our class officers who will be presenting the class gifts.
At this time, we'd like to thank the following individuals for supporting our class over the years. For that, we'd like to present you with a small token of our appreciation. Technology Assistant, Mr. Gabrinas. Athletic Director, Mr. Beavis. Administrative Assistants, Ms. Roberts, Ms. Kitzmiller, and Ms. Hughes. Our school counselor, Ms. Hager, Ms. Berlin, Ms. Wheeler, and Ms. Mitchell. Our awesome cafeteria staff, Ms. Brown, Sam, Heidi, Denise, and Ruth. Our custodial staff, Joe, Kim, Sean, and Victor. Our school administrators, Mr. King, Ms. Pegerween, and Mr. St. Jean. And last but not least, our class advisors, Ms. Stouter and Ms. Collette.
At this time, I would like to introduce two special staff members to the class of 2020. It's the class of 2020's class advisors. This year, both of them brand new to the class advising role, joined the class of 2020, helped them get through these times. At this time, it's their opportunity to say their farewell to the class of 2020. Knowing how sensitive Ms. Calais is, she's going to be a little bit more reserved in her role, and Ms. Stoddard will be presenting the speech. So at this time, it's my privilege to introduce Ms. Stoddard and Ms. Calais, the class of 2020 advisors.
Thank you, Mr. King. Hello and good morning to everybody who is watching from your remote locations, parents, relatives, teachers, friends, and the reason we are all here, the class of 2020. This year has been the hardest for all of us, but especially you. Starting out the year was tricky enough with college applications, recommendations, SATs, and normal growing pains, and now ending with the craziness of COVID-19. As seniors, Mrs. Calais and I have watched you go through a great deal of transformation. Whether it was in appearance, your attitude, or realizing that you are no longer kids and this is a shot at greatness. Whatever type of transformation you have made it for the better. Not everyone will choose the same pathway to success, and that's totally okay. As you consider your career choice, think of your interests and passions, not just salary. Being a highly paid occupation is clearly worth a lot, but the opportunity to get up every morning and do something you truly love, well, that's priceless. So choose wisely. Use your brain, but also follow your heart. Let us know when you're asked about the different parts of the cell and all the different world wars, because it will happen, even if it's when you are teaching from home your own children. We live in the present. Whether you are on the road to fame and fortune, always remember to be thankful for what you have. Treat every day as a gift. If you are truly grateful for what you have in life, you'll be a better son or daughter or sibling or friend or spouse or parent. You'll always be there for those who have been there for you, and you'll have the patience to make it through some of life's most trying times. You know, like now. Mrs. Calais and I wish for you to be happy, laughter and smiles even on dark days. It's not going to be easy, but it will be worth it. We wish for you to have confidence and courage. We wish for you to travel and have great adventures. We wish for you to keep in touch with your Athol High School community. Part of your swag bag is going to be an addressed postcard back to the high school so we can hear about all your great adventures and how you're doing. We can't wait to hear from you. We thank you for the honor of being your senior class advisors. You sure went through a lot of them over the years. Thank you for asking questions. Thank you for being weird. Thank you for making us laugh. And thank you for keeping it classy. Seniors, now we must say congratulations and farewell. We're going to miss the heck out of you. No matter how the wind blows, we hope the rest of your journey is a good one.
We miss you already.
And to close our Class Day ceremony, it's my privilege to read Ecclesiastes 3, verse 1. To everything there is a season, and a time for every purpose under heaven, a time to be born, and a time to die, a time to plant, and a time to pluck up that which is planted, a time to kill, and a time to heal, a time to tear down, and a time to build up, a time to weep, and a time to laugh, a time to mourn, and a time to dance, a time to cast away stones, and a time to gather stones together, a time to embrace, and a time to refrain from embracing, a time to get, and a time to lose, a time to keep, and a time to cast away, a time to tear, and a time to mend, a time to be silent, and a time to speak, a time to love, and a time to hate, a time for war, and a time for peace. And now, ladies and gentlemen, in the class of 2020, it is your time to go. Welcome back, and hopefully you enjoyed our Class Day presentation. I'd now like to invite you out to the streets of Athol to enjoy our celebration parade. The celebration parade will leave here at Athol High School at 12:30. We'll proceed down Main Street, taking a left onto School Street, proceeding past the YMCA, taking a left onto Main Street, and continue down Main until Country Convenience. At Country Convenience, we will loop back around and can come back down Main Street, back up School Street, and finish our celebration parade back here at Athol High School. We encourage our graduates and their families to come out to the streets of Athol, gather with your family. Remember to please social distance with each other and enjoy what we have in store for you, which is our celebration parade for the class of 2020 from Athol High School. Thank you.